I'm so tired. Three, two, one. Okay, so that was a terrible throw. And now, actually, that works with the theme mistakes. Number one, mistakes are just human. It's literally that. We're human, we're gonna make mistakes. And that's point number one. This is just me bamboozling. Not bamboozling, yapping. So, yeah, number one, mistakes are basically what humans do. It's what we do, and it's what we will continue to do. It's not possible that we become this perfect being, because then we're robots. And if we're robots, or actually, and angels are also a good example, but let's stick with robots. So if we're robots, we're not gonna learn anything. That takes me to my second point, that mistakes teach us stuff. If we never do something wrong, we're never gonna know what's right, because then everything will look right to us. Think about it. If That's why I used to think about this, that the kids who would never fail, how would they know what failing feels like, so that they would know that failing is bad? Or maybe they do, I don't know. I'm not that type. I have failed countless times. And yeah, musicians, they make mistakes. And sometimes mistakes even teach us something new. Actually, no, that's the same point, but like, what I mean is, they give us art. Art has so many mistakes. Try to draw a star 100 times. I'm telling you, you will not be able to draw exact replica. No matter how much of a great artist you are, you will not be able to. Why is that? It's simple. We can't do the same thing again and again. We'll make mistakes. We'll make tiny mistakes. We'll make big mistakes. And sometimes those mistakes will be beautiful. But that brings me to point number 3. Sometimes they have extremely big consequences. Or, like, even if they're not extremely extreme consequences, they're kind of big, especially for our own perspectives. So, for example, I'll take myself. Last winter, I had this assignment in my winter holidays to complete a specific amount of artworks so that I would be graded. I procrastinated and did, I think, 1 or maybe 2 artworks, and that's it. And I think you understand what happened. But the thing is, if you like, the question arises that how do you prepare for such consequences? If any or all consequences, how do you prepare for it? To put it simply, you own up to your mistakes. I don't know how you can prepare to every consequence, because you can't know infinity. Infinity is the last number that will ever exist. It's infinity. Literally, I think it means not eternal, but like, you get the point. It's the end point. You don't know everything that happens till the end, so you can't be prepared for everything. But you can make sort of, like, you can make something that you can copy paste, if that makes sense. So, for example, I made the mistake. Yes, I had to bear the consequences. I got like a D or something, which doesn't sound that bad, but if you look at my past record, I got an A, maybe a B. Now I get a D. That's kind of bad. And the only reason I got a D was because they also had this extra, like, this side test, which was to make an artwork in a specific given time period. In that, I kind of got a bit of marks, though I'm surprised I got even a little bit. It was a terrible artwork. Now, I owned up to my mistakes. I didn't give any excuses. I didn't do anything like that. But if I did, I would have been trashed, right? Like, That's the thing, because if I make excuses, if I blame others, or even if I say, oh, it's the universe's fault, I'm not owning up to it. So that means I'm not learning from it. If I'm not learning from my mistakes, then I'm going to repeat the mistakes. And I have repeated that exact same mistake multiple times. I think I'm doing it again even. I am trying to own up to it. And it's pretty weird because on one hand, you have to own up to it. But on the other hand, deep down, you have to also understand it, the mistake, and try to improve. But what if you don't agree with it, with the improvement? What if you think, no, that's not the problem is something else? And you're trying to solve that problem, but when you're trying to solve that problem, you're making that same mistake again. So is that a mistake? No, that's a problem then. I have to admit, I have a problem. I still haven't solved it. Then again, I'm human. I make mistakes. I also have problems. And I guess everyone does. So this is a bit weird. So yeah. And yeah, like another example of mistake would be, I made vlog 46. This is vlog 46, right? Literally yesterday, I said accidentally that was vlog 46, even though that was vlog 45. That was a mistake. Now I learned from it. I literally noted it down that, oh, this one is vlog 46. Now next time I'm also going to write it down. Oh, okay, the next one is vlog 47. Now I'll see you in vlog 47. And I hope you can own up to your mistakes, you can learn from your mistakes, and that you won't be too aggressive, I guess, with yourself for making mistakes. Because no matter how much you try, you will make mistakes. That's okay. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you have a nice day. Bye. Also, I found out that you should really say subscribe, but I don't want to, but I'm using this as an excuse to say subscribe. So yeah, by the way, subscribe.